It's a Christmas podcast, so we need to be nice here. I've just figured you out a bit better, you know? I've seen the dark side of you.
And if I say it, I know you are thinking of it.
I agree. That's definitely where we've laughed the most.
What up, everyone? This is episode 11 of Team Talk, presented by Atlassian. This is the final episode. Carlos.
Atlassian, 윌리엄스 Racing.
Are you sad for it to be the last episode?
I mean, it's also our last day.
It's not a no. Not a no.
It's our last day. It's our last day at work.
It is. This is.
It's a bit like the last day of school. You know,
That's
sometimes
true.
you are.
This is the last.
Sometimes you're excited because you go on holiday. A bit sad
This is the last bit of content that we are
to
doing.
leave your
for
friends
audience
behind
this
for a
year.
few weeks.
True.
You know, but
it's
that mix of emotion.
I can always guarantee you we're going to get a message come through on the 25th of December to say, do you guys mind just making us a small video to say
Merry Christmas. No, I'm hoping we've done all of that today here in our last day at Grove.
I think we
And
have.
it's a bit of a shutdown for us.
It
Because
is.
It's been just honestly speaking, I think openly speaking about it, it's been a very long year. I think
It's been one of the busier years I've done in
I
F1.
think it's been the busiest year of our careers.
I agree.
I think the fact that it's 24 races with all the testing, with all the simulator, and obviously with more sponsors coming into the team,
Yeah.
more partners, more fans, obviously
Also.
drivers and everyone in the team, not
Yeah.
only us, keeps
Yeah,
getting
yeah, yeah.
busier
Yeah.
every year. So it's been, I think, a challenge to all of us to keep healthy and to keep high energy levels through a year. And it's going to be a challenge in the future because next year we go testing already end of January.
Yeah.
We have 3 tests, 24 races again, plenty of traveling, even more sponsors coming. So
It's a good time to be at Williams, but it's going to be a busy time.
it's a busy time, yeah.
And maybe that's less team talk. Maybe that's more.
I think that's one thing we're not going to go out with because I think it has...
I think this will stay for a long time to come. So do
I
not
think it's one
worry.
of the favorite things for fans also.
I agree. A podcast of reflection.
Reflection podcast.
Reflection podcast.
Let's reflect.
Let's reflect. Where do we start?
Reflect me.
P5.
P5.
Reflections?
I think is what I said in yesterday's debrief. I think if you would have asked the team, P5 constructors,
Yep.
P8, P9 drivers,
Mm-hmm.
couple podiums, plenty of top 6, top 5 finishes in races. Would the team have taken it? 100%. Like, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we all,
Yeah.
if
for sure.
anything, exceeded probably expectations and our own expectations in that sense.
Yeah.
It probably fell into the very high tier of expectations, like ideal year,
Yeah.
we put it there.
Yeah.
And it goes into the ideal. So I think we've had a really good year as a team.
Great.
We've done our mistakes. We've gone through our issues. We've gone through our tough moments. But overall, you put everything together.
Yeah.
It's been a very strong year.
I think so. I would agree with that. I think in many ways we could have both said there are moments in the year where we wanted more from it, but at the same time, as a whole reflection, we came away as still the most consistent team in the midfield, and we had our moments, enjoyed our racing. It was a fun year. I think generally speaking, we were on that kind of brink of occasionally being able to fight with the top teams. It was nice. It was like, to me, felt almost like a taste of where I want us to go to and where we're going to go to.
They gave us a bit how do you say?
It's a Christmas dinner,
Yeah.
a bit of the turkey
And we
scraps.
go behind like, oh, we're there, almost there, but not quite there yet. You know? And I think it was good because I think, again, if you would have asked us at the beginning of the year that if we, in some races, we were going to be able to fight the Ferraris, the Mercedes, the McLarens, or the Red Bulls
Yes.
for top 5 finishes like we did, I think, again, we would have definitely say, bring it on, you know,
Yeah, sure.
and we're ready for this. And I think
agree.
that's why it's a good year.
Lovely. Drivers' Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Lando won the championship.
Landino.
If you didn't know, by the way, Lando won the championship. Is that his name, Landino?
Landino, I call him sometimes. Lando Landino.
Thoughts?
I think I'm honestly happy for him. I
Me
think
too.
he must have had a tough year up here,
Yeah.
because
I agree.
his year started in a difficult way.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the first times ever that he was a bit caught a bit by surprise with how competitive Oscar was being by having a championship winning car and having to use it to get your chance. And I remember, I think it was after Canada when he had that touch with Oscar, and it was his fault. And I remember seeing him and feeling like he's not happy, or
sure.
he must be not in a great place. But it just shows this is not how it starts, it's how it ends. And I think he overcome those difficulties quite nicely, and he had a really solid second half of the season to finish the job, because in the end the car was there to finish the job. And,
for sure.
And he just maximized it. So fair
I
play.
agree. I think it was a really impressive year for him, just in terms of like, I think that people don't understand mentally he's also strong to kind of how he came back into the mid part of the season, and then there were a lot of things that didn't go their way, Vegas, Zandvoort, but still he had a really strong second half of the season. And I think he must probably prove to a lot of people that
more than a strong, he just kept to his standards of F1. He's a great Formula 1 driver.
Yes.
Probably better than what people give him credit for.
Yeah.
If you look at his last 3 years, since McLaren's become a bit more competitive, or clearly more competitive, he's been really, really quick, both in quali and in the race.
Yeah.
It was just that start of the year, I think, that put a bit of doubts into maybe this year's car suited him a bit worse or whatever, but it looked tricky from the outside to start, but then they overcame all those difficulties.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay. We're already going to 2026.
Perfect.
Carlos. This one's not a bad question. Are you looking forward to driving a completely new car next year?
Yes, but I am also like, I don't know what's the word.
It's like excited tension.
Excited tension, excited worry. Like, obviously I have no doubt that I will adapt and I will find a way.
Yes.
But I'm already thinking what parts of my driving style are going to suit next year's car.
Yes.
And what parts I think I'm going to need to work on.
Yeah, sure.
I'm already, whenever I drive that simulator, I'm already thinking ahead, like, where am I going to be strong? Where am I going to be weak? So it's an excitement, but also with certain tension.
Yes. I think next year,
challenges, doubts, I don't know.
A lot of that tension comes from, it's just so unknown. It's not like a normal year. There's a lot more to it than just the driving side. There's also the efficiency side of your driving as well. And I think that's like another layer that no one really knows if they're driving.
How far we're going to need to go.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think some drivers will just naturally work for them better than others. And it will be interesting to see. I
think exactly that. That's my point. Like, am I going to be naturally efficient? Because next year is all about efficiency, no?
Yeah.
So I know when it comes to pushing a car flat out 100%, we're all pretty good at it.
Yes.
But we don't know that if our natural driving style of pushing flat out will be more efficient than the others.
Yeah.
So is it, am I going to be a naturally efficient guy, or I'm going to need to be thinking outside the box to become more efficient?
Sure.
Which I'm pretty sure everyone will be.
Yes.
Maybe you will be 90% there and you just need to focus 10% on efficiency.
Yes.
Or maybe you're a driver that you're 50% efficient and you need to put all the 50% focus.
It'll be interesting because we don't even know what makes a driver efficient or not yet.
Exactly.
Like it's not until we drive the car for the first time. I think there might be signs of it in the simulator, like little signs, but I think a lot of it will just come through to, we'll go to that first test and we're like, oh, okay, I'm really inefficient. I need to figure out how to drive this thing. I think we'll be like that, which is interesting. Like it'll be, it's going to be a mental game, not just a pure,
to stay disciplined, to spot what makes the car efficient.
Yeah.
I think to be honest, I think we're going to complement each other well there.
Yeah,
because
I think
we're.
I do hope that's going to be our advantage next year, is that we have the experience and we work together well. I think the importance of that early on in the season, especially when the cars are not really understood yet. I think I'm hoping, even let's say worst case scenario, the car's not where we want it to be, but we can still outdevelop other teams in terms of whether it's the tools and efficiency in that sense, and we can bring the car forward. I'm excited for the challenge. I think it's going to be an interesting year, very technical year where we're going to.
I think going back to the efficiency thing, I think the closest thing we have as an example is maybe Formula E.
Yeah, I agree.
That some drivers, I think, jump in a Formula E and they're naturally quick.
Yes.
For whatever reasons. I don't know Formula E, so I cannot. But then there's other super talented drivers that are super quick in every other category that maybe jump into a Formula E and they are not efficient. So it's not like we're going to go next year, F1 is going to be all the way to a Formula E.
Yeah.
But it's going to be somewhere in between the Formula 1 of nowadays to Formula E. So going to be interesting.
Fan questions, everyone.